What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Feel like I haven't been on live in a while. I know it ain't been that long, but it just feels like been a minute, man. Been a lot going on. Your big brother been busy, but tried to get to y'all last night, but I couldn't. But that's why I'm here with y'all right now today. So we got a topic that I want to get into that I'm sure that a lot of y'all will be able to relate to. A lot of y'all should get a lot from because any one of us that is of adult age. And let me say this real quick. You know the routine. Y'all hit the like button as you come in. Hit that like button as you come in. Hit it as you come into the door. Click like right now. Stop what you're doing and click that like button right, rat now if you haven't already. But what we're talking about today, man, is the value and the importance of supporting each other's businesses, supporting each other's endeavors, and you got to understand that this is not just about businesses. This is just about supporting other people's ambitions and other people's dreams, and sometimes even when it's a situation where you might not think that the person that you're looking at, you may not think that their dream or their goal is something that's attainable. You may feel like, oh man, he crazy. He can't pull that off. He can't do that. But they believe they can do it. And if you believe you can do something, or somebody that you know believes that they can do something, that's really all that matters. Sometimes people are, they may be delusional in terms of something that's so far fetched. It's just like, no, come on now, let's be realistic. But a lot of things are not unrealistic. They just are to you in your mind. And especially when it relates to sometimes with our children, we look at things that they say they want to do and we dismiss them and say, oh man, you come on, son, come on, daughter, you can't do that. Focus on a more realistic goal. You should try this. I did this and when I was your age, and I he's not you. She's not you. You can't force your son or your daughter to do what you did. You know, even something as maybe as obvious as a family business. You may have established a family business, something that's just really powerful within your family, and something that is legacy oriented that you could actually pass down to your children, but that might not be their passion. That might not be their interest. That's just the reality of it. And you are confused. You like really messed up because you like, man, I built this whole thing. You telling your children, man, I did this for you, man. I did this for y'all so y'all can have something when I'm gone and da 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 da. But it's just not in their heart to do. So you get mad and you want to disown your children and call them ungrateful and all that instead of taking the time to try to figure out, well, what is it that you want to do? And if you discover that it's something that they want to do that is can be just as great, that where they can manifest their own greatness in their own way, then you have to look at what you built that you thought you were building for them to give to them. You have to look at taking what you built and pulling from what you built to support the dream that they have. It's not always about making them do what you want to do, because a person can look you up and down and say, boy, you look just like your daddy. You look just like your mama, girl. You look just like, wow, you walk like your daddy. You got the same vocal tone as your dad. Boy, baby girl, you look just like your mom and got the same eyes, the same face, but they are not you. They still have their own way. Now, sometimes they might say, okay, well, yeah, dad, I'm ready to jump down. I'm ready to take it on to the next. I'm ready to grab the baton of what you built. That's a beautiful thing. But if they not, don't throw your children to the dogs because they don't want to live your life. They got their own life to live. But that's how you lose them in a lot of ways. That's how a lot of people lose them. So that support comes from sitting down with them and saying, okay, son, daughter, what is it that you want to do? Let me hear your plan. And if they don't have a plan all the way formulated, still don't give up. Just say, well, look, well, you need to get your stuff together because I see where you're going, but you ain't got it all the way laid out yet. And I can't get behind it if it's not organized, if it's not laid out the right way. So these are some of the things we got to look at moving forward. But in terms of people who just are already established, people who already have a company, already have a product, already have something that they got going on, it's very important that we support those efforts and those endeavors that we see in our friends, family, brothers, sisters, whatever, because that type of support is the foundation to building an economic power within communities, within families. That's the foundation, the building blocks of generational wealth. That those early baby seeds that we look at as being insignificant, those things that we look at as being just minor, those are the early seeds that have to be planted in order to help people grow. Because the most delicate moments of any developing thing are the early stages of development. When you see the Nature Channel and you see like baby crocodiles, we see a crocodile when it's already 18, 19, 20 feet long, and you see this intimidating, menacing animal. But if you ever see crocodiles when they're first hatched from the eggs, they're little bitty things, 10 or 12 of them just can't make noise, right? And they're very vulnerable in that state. They're exposed. They're vulnerable to predators. They have situations where the mother has to hide them and put them in different areas so they won't get caught up and eaten by other predators. Because that's the early stage. They're not able to really. The foundation ain't strong yet. Can't defend for themselves. So that's the same thing when you're trying to build and establish your business, build and establish your way. It's like in the early stages, it could be snuffed out. Because if somebody around, the people around you are not supporting, they telling you you can't do this. This ain't that's a dumb idea. You ain't gonna make it. Man, what are you trying to do? Man, you should have did it. Go get a job and all that. If the person's mentality is fragile and they go, oh man, you right. Or you hurt their feelings because you are looked at by them as somebody that they respect or somebody that they love and admire, and now that person being you is telling them that they can't do it. Now you've aborted their dream or forced them or caused them to abort their own dream. So the early stages are important. If they get a little support early on, you ever tried to sell something like just like from a standpoint of being like a vendor. Just say you go somewhere and you selling something, you a vendor, and not necessarily even in an organized vendor type of scenario, but you may be on the street corner trying to sell something. You may have a freaking lemonade stand. The difference in the feeling that you have when you sell something, soon as you start, the second you set up your shop, the second you say, hey man, I got this, I got that, and the second you do that, 2 or 3 people come and buy something off of you, that's a great shot in the arm, a great motivation to say, oh man, this might work. It gives you inspiration because you came out the gate early. So even when it may hit a dip, it may kind of slow down and things, okay, well, it's been about 30 minutes. I haven't, you still thinking back, hey, I got off to a good start. This lets me know. But if it works in the opposite way, and you start off and man, I've been sitting here an hour, I ain't sold nothing. Ain't nobody even looking at my booth or whatever, people passing by, then that can be dejecting for the person that's trying to do something. Because in their mind, they're like, man, maybe this ain't gonna work. If they got a weak mentality. Now, if they hold on and the product is good, then sooner or later, it'll get better. And say, the person that has that type of perseverance and that strong will, they'll hang on for a while. But it's nothing like getting off to a good start. That's why you see a lot of times when you have supportive parents, just make an example, you have supportive parents where, okay, what's going on? Baby girl got to sell some candy at school. Sometimes the mom and the daddy be the ones who buying up all the candy. They call up the family, hey, Uncle Joe, baby girl selling candy. We need you to get 2 boxes of this candy. They make sure that they indulge her or him and get those sales up to keep the self-esteem, to keep the morale up. You don't want some child setting out on that type of journey and then nobody's buying nothing. I mean, that sets a precedent for the long haul. So we look at that as being little stuff, but that sets a tone for the big picture down the line, because if they are put in a position where they seemingly fail early, then it develops a pattern later on in life that anything that they try to do, they don't have the confidence to do it. Or anything that they do try to do and it doesn't start off good, then they lose. Oh man, it ain't gonna work. Nothing ever works for me. And they become that. So you have to start early. Hey man, your homeboy opened up a business. Go and patronize that business. Make sure you one of the first people there all the time, like you go to everybody else's stuff. Like you spend money with everybody else, make sure you're spending money with your homeboy. Make sure you put it in the hearts and minds of everybody else to do the same thing. See, this is why we don't succeed in our businesses. This is why we fail a lot. It's not always because of us who start up the businesses making a mistake or just not having good product. Sometimes that is the case. Sometimes you just not doing it right. But a lot of good companies or good businesses or good ideas fall by the wayside because the people around them just don't jump on board. They don't support. And it could be for different reasons. It could be because of envy and jealousy. There are people who will see what you got and say, man, that's a good thing going. But because they failed when they was trying to do whatever it is, what they were trying to do, now they had this spirit in them that's like, man, well, if I ain't make it, I don't want to see nobody else make it. I don't care if that is my friend. I don't care if that is my brother. I don't care if it is my cousin. I'm not going to support them because I didn't make it. See? So it could be for that reason. It could just be jealousy. It could be just the fact that we have this complex about ourselves where we feel like other people's product is better and it's the same product, or sometimes it's even less quality than your friend or your family member who's doing something. Oh well, man, it's Gucci. This shirt you got, man. What is this material here, man? What is that? I ain't wearing, man. I wash this shirt one time. It's gonna shrink up on me, man. I don't know the name brands, y'all, so I'm just saying. We just put more value on other people's stuff than we put on our own. And let's say, for the sake of argument, that the quality may not be as good as the so-called big brands because of the finance aspect of it. So, okay, well, I didn't have enough money to get that kind of material early on. So I just need the support. I got a dope design, man. I got a dope look and the dope way of laying mine out. I just need y'all to support it. And if the support comes in, then I can reach a point where I can upgrade in terms of the quality of material that I use, and then I can be competitive with the big boys. But in the meantime, don't look down on my tennis shoes. Okay, man, that ain't Nike. And these ain't, I'm finna go spend 200 on these Jordans. Yeah, but your boy don't want but 75. Man, I ain't finna wear that. I ain't finna be out in public. People ask me what kind of shoes. That's the mindset that a lot of us carry. But we should proudly wear our friends and whoever wear that brand. We should proudly support those brands and make them as popular as the ones that we sit around and praise and hold up to the moon every day. That's how we got to do it. But we can't have that spirit of envy and jealousy. We can't have that spirit of wanting to, not wanting to see them elevate above you. I ain't gonna let them blow up past me. I ain't buying that. I ain't spend no $75 on that. Man, I went to his restaurant, man. There's one little piece of fish. Some this, some that, man. They charged me $24, man. I could have got that same thing. I could have went to Luby's and got the same. That's not the point. You're missing the point, man. So we see other communities. We see other communities follow those principles, and next thing you know, they have developed a strong community, a strong economic base, simply because they followed a template, they followed a strategy that dictated to them to support their own. I'm going to their cleaners. This is my people's cleaners to get my clothes done. I'm eating at my people's restaurant. I'm eating at my people's ice cream shop. I'm getting my hair done at my homeboy's homegirl salon. See? Sister, I'm getting my nails done at the black lady salon. I've given all my money to the Asian community all these years and blah, blah, blah. And you see these viral videos come out of where they mistreating black people and jumping on black women and doing all these different things. And then you look up the next day and it's a whole new wave of black women right back in there. See, this is the problem. This is the issue. See, this is why the sister can't blow her thing up, because ours is looked at as less than, not being looked at as less than by the competition, because who cares what the competition thinks? The problem is that ours is looked at as less than by us, and it's hard to make it like that. And speaking on behalf of black folks, I can say, you know, the last number that I had seen was that we put like 1.5 or 1.6 trillion dollars into the United States economy annually. Every year we dropping 1.6, not million, not billion, but trillion dollars into the economy annually. But how much of that is being funneled into our own community and our own businesses? And if half of that was being implemented into the black community, where would we be? Where would our businesses be? Where would our companies be? But we're going to complain that it costs too much. We're going to complain that it's too far. I ain't going to drive way out there. We're going to complain every single time that the quality or a mistake may be made in your order, in your, oh man, I told this fool I didn't want no sesame seed bun. And he gave me a sesame seed bun. I ain't coming there no more. See, that's the problem. Then we get online and we post. See, this is why I don't support black business. And this is why. We get online and we just shoot down, instead of directly addressing them in a private manner. It's all right. Hey, speak to the manager. Hey, brother, you know, hey, man, I'm a loyal. I'm come here. I'm always support you, but customer service wasn't really on point this time, man. And I'm just between me and you, bro. I just want to put that that's how you handle that, man. You don't try to put it on blast, because there are people who've never been to the place before, never even ate there, never even shopped there, whatever it is. And they have this love in their heart for that kind of mess and controversy. Oh yeah, see, that's why I don't do it either. See, yeah, we need to shut them down. Yeah, you ain't talking about shutting down these other spots that's selling cigarettes and beer and all this other toxic poison to our community. They've been doing it for decades. You ain't trying to shut them down. I ain't shutting them down. That's why I get my Black and Miles at. You ain't trying to shut them down. They mistreat you every day. You can't even walk in the store past midnight. They don't even have enough respect for you. See, they can be in your neighborhood and make all these millions of dollars that they make off you over these decades, but at a certain time you got to order through the window. No, you can't come in. Order through the window. Go to the window. See, no respect. If you scared to be in our communities, then go set up shop somewhere else. These are the issues that we have, and these are the things that we have to correct if we want to build an economic power structure that we see everybody else. But so now we got to go and pull from everybody else because we don't have our own, only in isolated and scattered points. Oh yeah, we got a business over here. Oh yeah, it's one over there. There's one way over there. But it's not consolidated. It's not like it was historically after the times of slavery and Reconstruction and where we had to do those things for ourselves. It seemed like every time we are given options, we choose to not support each other. So that's what we're talking about today, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. That's my opening little rant. Rap a lot history, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that donation, man. Thanks for the love twice. Okay, I see you on here 2 times. Rap a lot history, man. Rap a lot has a great history, indeed. Haven't been with y'all in a minute, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Go down the line. We have to support each other, man. We got to back each other. Mr. Urban World said people thought Kanye was crazy, and he has tapped into a lot of markets people never thought he could. Yeah, well, and the thing about Kanye, yeah, I think that he had an awakening, because I remember seeing early videos of Kanye when he was trying to really get his foot in the door, where he was kind of, in my opinion, trying too hard to get in the door with the white companies, the major corporations, and like, man, I need them to come back me. I need them to come back me. And in the interview with Sway was like, man, you Kanye, you do it yourself. And he was like, oh man, but it ain't Ralph. It ain't Ralph though. Talking about Ralph. And I'm like, dude, he's trying to make him understand, dude, quit praising their product and quit praising their money. Do it yourself. And I think he's kind of at that point. I don't know if he has any, I don't know if he ever got that back and he needs, I don't follow it that closely, but he has figured out a way to build it up. I just hope that he employs a lot of brothers and sisters, and that he, if he hasn't already, he transitions into total and complete independence with no dependency on any other entities outside of himself. I don't know if he has, but that would be my wish for him. Somebody enlighten me on that, Number love, Jamarcus. I see you. Let's get it on. Yeah, you can get the album whenever you want to get it. We on a conversation of support. So yeah. Of course, I'm gonna do my commercial. Your big brother just dropped his new album. Tell the K nieces. I ain't really talking. This subject ain't really about me, but I'll throw myself in it because music, that's a really great example of support can change everything for particular artists. You got a little homie that's in the neighborhood, and he dope. He putting mixtapes together. He doing his thing. He got a little hot song. But everybody was saying, well, man, Well, speaking in terms of the days, the physical days, we know we live in a different kind of day where this version of music, this physical, tangible, concrete thing that I have in my hand, we're living in a day where this is like almost being made obsolete, where people say, well, man, I don't really listen to CDs anymore. You know, but there are a lot of people who still do. There are people saying, man, CDs are making a comeback, kind of like vinyl. But the point I'm making is that when this was the major means to listen to music, people would say, hey, man, I heard you got a new album out. When you gonna give me a copy of it? And you're like, give you a copy? Man, I'm your boy, man. Come on, man. You gonna charge me? Yeah. We should not even have to have that conversation. See? It's the same thing. If I open up a restaurant, man, me and my girlfriend, we gonna come to your restaurant tonight, man. I got a date, man. Bring her by there. Hook us up, man. What you mean hook us up? You want to bring your girlfriend to my restaurant to get a free meal because you know I have a restaurant. Instead of saying, well, hey, baby girl, I got a good friend of mine that owns his own restaurant. I'm going to take you there tonight. We're going to eat there tonight, my treat. And then you patronize your brother's restaurant. That's how you do it. You don't walk in there, hey, man, hook me up, man. You got me? You got me? Well, that's three of the most detrimental words to anybody that has a business to hear from somebody that's supposed to be cool with them. What's up, man? You got me? What you mean, do I got you? Yeah, I got you, all right. I totally got you. Because if I get enough people, if I give enough people one of these, if I got enough people, hey, bro, yeah, you know what? I got you on it. Here you go, man. This on me. Somebody gonna say, well, hey, well, what about me, man? Yeah, you know you're right. We've been knowing each other a long time too. Here you go. Well, what about me? Oh yeah, we did. We used to date back in the days. You was always good to me. Here you go. And before you know it, you have given up or given away such a high percentage of your inventory that you're no longer in a position to make a profit. And this stuff costs money. Supplies cost money. The things you need in order to operate require what is known as in business, what is known as overhead. You have a storefront. You have to pay for electricity to be on. You have to pay rent. You're leasing the building. You have to pay that on a monthly basis. You have to get supplies. You have employees. You have maintenance. You have all of these different things that require money. And you're giving your product, and people are expecting you to give your product away. Intelligent individuals understand that principle. So they would never come to you in a manner that they expect you to give away your product. As a matter of fact, they go out of their way to make sure that they pay you. Even at times where you might actually say, well, nah, man, this is on me, man. I got you, man. Nah, bro, you my boy, you helped me. They may say, hey, man, all that's true, but we're not doing it like that. I'm going to support you. Here you go, man. These are people who get it. They understand. And that's the way that it should be. A little support goes a long way, man. See what else y'all talking about, man. See what else we got. Unification of positive support for Pure Foundation. Yeah, no question about it. Where emotional intelligence is the most important. We had this mindset where we don't want to contribute to making nobody else rich. Man, I ain't finna let him he ain't finna get rich off me. Yeah, but you didn't mind Gucci getting rich off you. You didn't mind Cadillac getting rich off you. Nike got rich off you. Who else am I forgetting? Who else done got rich off us? I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff because I don't be buying a bunch of stuff. So I'm not tuned in to the name brands and all that. Who else got rich off of us? Dally D says some dreams or projects need multiple players to be created as they should too. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need help, but help don't always come in the form of physical things. Sometimes help just comes in the form of a word, just the right motivational word can put somebody over the top, or the wrong thing said can bring somebody down, can just destroy the whole thing. And there are people who recognize those things in you. They say, you know what, we ain't gonna let him. I know what to say to her. Tell her how stupid it is, how dumb that is, and she'll stop doing it because they see the potential of your dream sometimes better than you do. They like, okay, she's smart, she intelligent, she got her stuff together. If she really put her mind to it, she's gonna actually accomplish this, and I can't have that. Can't have that. You ain't gonna blow up past me. No, no, no. There are people who actually had it in their heart. Man, that's a sickness. That's a sickness, man. Rap A Lot History says, or they always criticize your pricing. Yeah, absolutely. Man, you want $20 for this pen? Yeah. It's a specially made pen. It ain't like the regular pen. We have to build each other up, man. Buying super expensive clothing and shoes of companies that don't give a damn about us is played out. Truth be told, we have the power to turn the economy around. Absolutely. Bookworm dude, we have the power to shut this thing down. It's been done. It's been demonstrated. It's been shown throughout history on different occasions, on different levels. We just have to do it. See, we have to, the problem is we have to reach a point where we have more love for each other and our unity than we have for their products. That's where the issue comes in, because there others of us that'll say, well, man, we boycotting this. No, we ain't shopping with them. No, they did that sister wrong. We boycotting that. Then there are other people like, man, I ain't gonna stop eating now. I've been eating out, man. I love their food. Man, I ain't gonna stop wearing they clothes, and I ain't gonna stop. See, people have that mindset like, man, so this product means more to you than your people. What can you do? But those are only a few. We can still rally and unify with those who are like-minded. I'll never forget the video I saw of Boosie walking through the mall, and he saw all them black folks lined up at the Gucci store. And he was walking like, hey, man, Gucci don't care nothing about y'all. Y'all around there spending all that money on Gucci, man. Gucci, them people don't care nothing about y'all. And people stayed in line like, well, we care about them. I just have something in me, bro. On any level, I can't rock with somebody that don't rock with me. I can't do it. Not knowingly. Now, we can pose the argument which I'm wholeheartedly in agreement with, that, hey man, the majority of these companies and corporations and these CEOs are, the majority of them are racist and don't care nothing about black or brown people, and they don't care nothing. They just want your money. Well, yeah, we can make that statement, but we'll give them some action until they reveal themselves. Because the condition we're in now, we don't have it tied together yet. That's one of the reasons I'm making this video. It's not all tied together for us yet. So we can't walk around naked. But we have more love for the product than we do for our own self and our own unity. Hey man, I'm not going to stop eating Popeyes. I don't care if the CEO came. This didn't really happen. I'm just making this out. I don't care if the CEO did say. I'll use a real example. Like Tommy Hilfiger, he showed himself to be a racist. I can go back to a name that y'all may not remember unless you're old enough. Gloria Vanderbilt. Y'all heard of Anderson Cooper, right? The news guy. Gloria Vanderbilt is a clothing designer. That's Anderson Cooper's mother, where she was. She's no longer here. But she had some jeans. She had other items, but she had some jeans that were very popular back in the 70s and 80s, if I recall right. And she made a statement like, well, I don't make my clothes for black women and black people. And, okay, that's cool. Good looking out. Appreciate the information. But we hear those types of things come out of the mouths of these designers and these CEOs and companies, and we still spend money with them. But the first time one of our own make one mistake, man, I bought that shirt, man. Had a hole in the thing, man. You're done with them. We wired up backwards. So yeah, so we can shut them down. We have the ability to shut them down, and they know it. And we've done it on a couple of occasions. We've shown examples of it on a couple of occasions. They know we got the ability to shut them down, but we don't do it enough. How many black-owned convenience stores exist in the black neighborhoods throughout America? Just a little corner store that we go to, the little store in the corner we go to, we say, man, we go to the store. We go make a beer run, pack a cigarette, whatever it is you want to get, some candy, chips, those stores, lottery tickets. How many black-owned little corner stores in the hood are there in these cities? Can you think of any? Sure, there's a couple. But who owns the stores? Who owns them? Who owns them? Trying to see if one of y'all gonna drop a jewel on me, man. See if one of y'all gonna drop a bomb on me. Platinum and Gold TV said we stuck in our ways. If we unite all people. Miami, Florida, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Cobra Commander says those companies won't try to smash your girl. I don't really know what the premise of that is. Is this like a personal thing that you went through? Because even if it is, see, it's like a relationship. People will be in a bad relationship and the person did them so bad, did them so dirty. Now moving forward, every relationship they get in, they're basing that relationship off that one. And it's simply just not the case. So if you had a bad experience with the one, the next one that comes along should not be judged off of what happened with somebody that's totally unrelated and not connected to them. Now you can learn from the experience and say, okay, I know kind of how to approach and how what not to do and what to do and da 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 da. But I'm not going to base the future in terms of who I'm dealing with off of what somebody else did, or what this company did, or this corporation, how they treated, nah. And then accountability has to be taken on the part of you. So if we're talking about somebody smashing your girl, who picked your girl for you? Oh, that was you. So take your own accountability. If somebody smashed your girl, what kind of woman did you pick? You blaming the guy who smashed her as if he did it by force. If she voluntarily chose to allow the smashing, then your selection process needs to improve. Dead and Smiling says, because our love is free, positively. But if you want plastic, then expect a fee. Our love is unconditional. That's the problem. See, we are conditional when it comes to each other in terms of supporting each other, but our loyalty is unconditional when it comes to those who mistreat us the worst. We come back over and over and over again, no matter how bad. You done got into a cussing match with the man behind the counter and talk crazy, walked out the door, kicked the door out. Next day, you right back in there. Yeah, let me get a pack of Cool 50 Kings, man. Right back in there. We broke trying to fix it, okay? That's right. We trying to fix. This is all part of the process. Because I ain't beating us up. I'm trying to really wake us up and educate us to the mindset, how the mindset has to change. The mentality has to change. We got to be willing to step up and support. We got a thing in the Black community, y'all. It's called paying your black tax. It's called paying your black tax. In other words, we know we live in a world where it is owned and controlled not by us, but there are a lot of brothers and sisters who have businesses and companies and endeavors and products and things that they are pushing, and they are working to build up and establish good quality stuff. We are obligated to pay what is called our black tax. Perfect example. Our brother Derek Muhammad, he just dropped a new book. He had his book signing today. I went and paid my black tax, man. Went and supported my brother's book. Because if Elon Musk came to town and had a book signing, he wrote a book. I don't know if he may already have a book. The line may be wrapped around the building 5 times. And it'd be a lot of black people in that line too. Because, I got to get Elon's book. Some of them, I just want to see Elon. I just want to see him. So the same energy should be given our brother, our sister. We got to get that same energy. Why do we have to look at each other as, oh, that's just little Johnny, man. He came out with his little book. Oh, he's selling this little he got a little stand where he be selling fish sandwiches. I mean, they taste good, but I don't go over that, man. I'm going to Papa Seafood and get me some fish, man. See? We got to get that same energy and build ourselves up, build each other up. That's how you do it. DJ Memphis Mix was on the smashing. She wasn't your girl. It was just your turn. Woo. It's someone else's turn now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get off the subject. Maybe I should make another topic about some stuff like that. Go listen to my song called "Who Is This?" We'll move on. See? And then some of the same people who don't support you. Now y'all know this is true, because let's do this. Let's get some understanding so I know if I'm just talking to myself. Everybody who either has at any point have had their own business, currently has their own business, or has a product in mind that they want to try to push and promote at some point. If you have had that, just raise your hand or say yes. Raise your hand or say yes if you either have a business, had a business that may have failed, or you plan on starting your own company. One of those three. Just say yes if you have. I'm going to wait to see how many yeses I get. See? Here they come. Now, as the yeses start to roll in, whether your business succeeded or failed, you may still be in the fight. You may still be pushing. Whether your business succeeded or failed, I can speak from experience. There's always somebody who's going to ask the question, hey, man, so how's your little thing coming along, man? I'll put that little in front of it. We talked about this before. How you still got your little restaurant? You still making your little music? That's subconsciously them telling you how they view your dream from the beginning. They don't even realize they calling it little. I see you had your little clothing line thing going on, man. Then it's gonna be somebody who will ask you, man, you've been doing. They'll say, you've been doing this a while, man. I get this one a lot. This one that I get a lot. Y'all can bear witness if you get it. Man, you've been doing this a while, man. How come you ain't up there with what you call them there, man? You ain't big. You ain't. And for me, that's a multi-layered answer. That question has a different answers because obviously, the content that I've chosen to settle on has played a role in the suppression of my I guess exposure, right? But that does not stop, or that is not something that you look at as a reason why you are so-called not up there solely. Because if you use that as an excuse, well, man, I ain't big like that. You see, because the man, see, I write songs that expose the agenda and all that's cool. But that would not stop you from elevating if the like-minded people who subscribe mentally to what you put out, if they backed you the proper way. See, if they backed you the proper way, it wouldn't stop you. It would have no effect. See? I said, well, man, he didn't do this because, yeah, see, he talks about the agenda, man. He goes in, so they're not gonna never let him. They don't control that. They don't control you saying, okay, you know what? Nah, that brother dropping some bombs. I'm gonna go on these devil platforms right now and I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna go to the website and I'm gonna support him. And if enough people do that, then guess what? Those same powers, they'll be scratching their head like, man, we made sure that we never signed this guy. We made sure that none of his music ever touched the mainstream commercial radio. We made sure that he was never mentioned or shown in any of our major publications. We made sure that, but somehow he's still elevating. You know why? Because the people got behind him. His people got behind him. The right people got behind him. The hood stood up. Those who just loved the one to hear the truth stood up. You ain't got to be from the hood. You can be in another country. See? So that's not an excuse that we can lean on. Man, they holding me back. Nah, they ain't holding you back. Whatever belongs to them, they have the right to put out whoever they want to put out. Mad at you. But I got to look at my own people. Hey, man, come on with it. What's up? Y'all say this what you want. Y'all say y'all rock with me. Got to give an OG salute real quick. I see my brother Murder One is in the building. Murder One, fear no danger. The main lady, the 380. I can't say the last part of the line. Y'all get an OG salute to my brother Murder One right about now, man. Peace signs, power fists, strong arms, 100. Just show my brother some love. He's in the building. He's in the chat. He's up in this thing like a chicken wing. I don't even know what that means, but I said it. Shout out to King Kong Balls for the donation, man. I almost missed you, my brother. Appreciate the love as usual, man. Thank you so much for your support. And just so happened, that's what this topic is about. But not supporting me. I didn't make this for me. This is for so y'all will understand what it takes, because somewhere in your city is somebody trying to do it. Somebody trying to become what a Elon Musk is. Someone trying to become what a Kanye is. Someone trying to become whatever. We have to stop. We have to let go of this mindset that we're not going to jump on until we see that it's popular. See? We're going to wait and see. Oh, everybody else wearing it now? Okay, now I'm going to get me a pair. You should want to be one of the first ones to support your brother, your sister. You should be one of the first ones before anybody knew it. See, the mindset should be, hey man, I'm gonna get me a copy or whatever. I want to be able to say I was rocking with him when he first started out. That's what I want to be able to say. See? Not to wait. I'm gonna wait, man. I ain't gonna wear that. And we have people laughing at me. Why would they laugh at you? Everybody else gonna have on Jordans. Everybody else at the formal event, they're gonna be wearing Stacey Adams. But I got a brother who he made his own dress shoes. He has real nice designed dress shoes that you can wear to events, you can wear to church, you can wear to work. If you work in corporate America, and I ain't gonna wear them. I ain't gonna get Derek Muhammad's book. I'm gonna go buy such and such book because it's on the bestseller list. Well, why can't we put Brother Derek's book on the bestseller list? Why can't we go support him? Put this on the bestseller list till it reaches that point. I ain't gonna buy that album. It ain't on Billboard. He ain't went platinum. That dude ain't sold no record. Man, such sold 5 million records. So he must be better. Y'all better get out that mindset of thinking that because somebody is bigger, that it makes them better. Not to say that the bigger person ain't good. You could be somebody that's, oh yeah, he sold 10, 20 million records. That's cool. His shoe company, his clothing line, it's really that good. But there's somebody else who not as known that's just as good. Their food tastes just as good as Papados, if you like that sort of thing. It's somebody cooking out a little shack somewhere, boy, that'll cook your grandma under the table. But y'all don't want to support him. See? Make sure y'all show my brother Murder One some love. Without a doubt. We have to get out of that mindset that we gotta wait. You got people that will, they gotta find out if the party is jumping before they come to it. They gotta say who all gonna be there. Y'all know any of the who all gonna be there type of people? Hey man, we having this thing tomorrow night, and we gonna be doing this, we gonna be doing that. Instead of them saying, oh, okay, that sounds cool, man, I'm gonna come through. They say, who all gonna be there? Like whoever's there dictates whether or not it's worthy of their attendance and their presence. It's like, yeah, man, we gonna do this, such. Oh yeah? Who all supposed to be coming? Are you coming? If you come, then that's one more person that contributes to the whole of it. You have the flyer. Who is it? Y'all ain't got no special guests on there? Ain't nobody gonna be there? You can be there. And if the people was there, if there was a special guest there, shout out to Platinum Gold TV, man, for the donation, man. Appreciate that love. P&G TV. Just say, if we did have this long list of special guests that's going to be there, just say we did, and you get there, and they actually are there. Now what? Now what? That validates it. How in your mind? Yep, he's there. There he is over there. He's standing behind that rope. I can't even go talk to him, but he's there. He's there. It was all worth it. Man, why don't we turn each other into celebrities and stars? Why don't we do that? I saw Brother Chris had posted something. In Oklahoma, it's hard to find the like-minded people to help build on what I'm trying to build, but I'm gonna keep pushing. And salute to those. Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard, man. But the beauty of it is that now we can use these internet platforms, these social media platforms, in order to reach beyond our cities. You know, if we have physical product, we could take it online. It's hard because people don't see the vision until the vision is right there in front of them. See, it has to actually physically be in people's face. People don't believe in the unseen. Not many people believe in the unseen. So if I tell you what I'm gonna do, you might go, okay, all right. Then when you see it, it's like, oh, you did it. Yeah. The bun B chicken sandwich is bun B for diversifying. I got to put it in hood term, for diversifying his hustle. Because you have to grow, man. You have to figure out ways to do more than just one thing. And to jump in the food arena like that and to be successful, because I've heard nothing but rave reviews about his burger. Now I'm hearing you talk about his chicken sandwich. So shout out to Bun B. But we got to get behind him. Because it's a person who make burgers and chicken sandwiches. They don't have the name that a Bun B has, and they chicken sandwiches and burgers are great too. But somebody will go, is it like the Popeyes chicken sandwich? No, it ain't like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. It's they chicken sandwich. Quit trying to always lump people into what you've been programmed and conditioned to patronize. Such just dropped a new album. He got some new music. Who he sound like? Who he rap like? Why? What you mean? He don't rap like nobody. Why are you trying to make him sound like somebody? If you're looking for somebody who sounds like that rapper, go listen to that rapper. Come on, man. Treat individuals who venture out to start their own business and sell their product, treat them the same way you would want them to be supportive of you. Support them the same way. Because a lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all will turn your nose up at people trying to push their thing, and then years later, you find yourself trying to put something out, trying to push something. And then you like, man, nobody support me. And you forgot how you acted. You forgot that. You laughed at the dude and threw his fly on the ground. Ain't nobody gonna buy this. A girl did me like that a long time ago. I was at a college. I wasn't in college. I was at a college. And I was promoting the album. This is back in the 90s. And I was passing out flyers on the college campus. And this girl, she took one of my flyers and she was like, she said, well, I don't understand why you out here passing out these flyers. This is not going to make anybody buy this album. This doesn't make sense to me. You're passing this out. Nobody's going to take this flyer and then magically make them go buy your album because you handed them a flyer. I said, ma'am, you have the option to do whatever you want to do. But with all due respect, you just a young little college student. You barely out of high school. You don't understand marketing. You don't understand just mass marketing. You don't understand the numbers game. You don't get that. That's not the purpose. That's not how it works. So in one regard, yeah, you're right. Me handing a total stranger a flyer about a product that they have no knowledge of is not going to necessarily make them just go out and make a purchase, but it's not always about the immediate purchase. It's about bringing attention and exposure to the product itself. Anything that we are familiar with, anything that we use, anything that we eat, drink, wear, listen to, at some point, we had no knowledge of it. It had to be introduced to us on some level, whatever level, a billboard, a flyer, a commercial, whatever. So this is the early stage. It's like, okay, this is who I am. This is bang. You take that picture in your mind. This is what I have. This is what I have released. So if you take the flyer and throw it on the ground, your mind has snapped that picture. So a time will come, if I continue to do my work and do my due diligence, a time will come where you will see me again. Like Richard Pryor said when the man said, ma'am, can you tell me what happened to the tarantula? She said, ain't none of your business, but if you don't have that turkey, you will see him again. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but Murder know what I'm talking about. But if I do my work, you'll see me again. And what's going to happen when you see me again, you're going to say, that dude was on our campus and gave me a flyer one time. So now it's a different level of attention and respect, because now you're like, okay, well, wow, now I'm seeing him on a TV commercial promoting the same product. But this time on the commercial, you're hearing the music playing in the background. You may or may not, but you may say, it's kind of jamming right there. Okay. And it steps, progressions to it. So now at some point, if I keep my foot on the gas, I might win you over at some point. Now keep in mind, at that time, I had a pretty decent name. I already had a fan base. I had a pretty decent name. So at the end of the day, you just didn't know who I was. So it's on me to push harder to familiarize you with me. Because I never blame. See, if people don't know who I am, it's not their fault, it's my fault. I have to market and promote myself better. So that's not the case. She didn't understand that because she was young. She didn't understand marketing. She was a baby. I'm sure she understands it now, because that was, like I say, that was almost 20 years ago. It was over 20 years ago. So I'm sure that whatever it is that she was trying to be when she was going to school for, hopefully she has long since set out to do that, and she's come into the knowledge of the importance of, marketing. Perhaps she's printed up some flyers of her own within that time frame. Oh, maybe somebody took one of her flyers and went. So everything is detailed, man, and layered. Our minds have to be able to think on multiple levels, not just a base surface level. I hand you a flyer. I want you to buy a CD off of me right now. That happens. But you know who it happens with? It happens with people who understand the importance of support. How many of y'all have purchased a product from somebody that you didn't even know the person, didn't have no knowledge of the product, probably halfway didn't even know what it was, you just was supporting? Somebody was selling some shea butter. You didn't know what shea butter was, what it does, and you just say, you know what? How much is it, man? How much is it, ma'am? See? And you support it. We've all done that. The homie come up with his music. He got his CD. He don't even have it. It's not even like professionally like packaged and he got it wrote on. He got a naked CD. He ain't got no sleeve. He wrote his name on it with a marker, and he trying to sell it. And you bought it. People will say, well, oh man, I ain't buying nothing. Man, you gotta have your presentation together. And everybody ain't able to do that. I get that. But some people ain't got it like that. Some people, all they was able to do was go to Walmart, buy some blank CDs. They had a little burn at the crib, burnt them, and they wrote it on the marker. Little JoJo, hustling in the hood. They wrote it at the bottom, same of the album. Hey man, I'm Little JoJo, man. I got my new. Hey man, I'm just asking for $5 for it, man. I ain't gonna take your naked CD. Oh man, come on, bro. Come on, dude. You can't even get a package for it. You can't buy no sleeves, man. Maybe couldn't. But then you pop a Little JoJo album, man. It's like, this dude nice. Because you can't judge a book by its cover. Y'all done bought a whole bunch of beautifully packaged albums, 6-panel layout, production done in the most high quality $1 million studio. The sound is incredible, but the music is trash. Give people a chance, man. Don't be like that. Straight Dog say, I like Little JoJo. Mike Cherry says, you most likely get 3 out of 10 of every potential customer. See, and that's what I meant when I said the numbers game. I talk about the numbers game a lot because that's what it's about. Hey, y'all give me to 100 likes, man. I see we almost there. I wasn't even paying attention. If you ain't hit the like button, hit it. Get your big brother over 100 likes. But we talk about the numbers game all the time, meaning that, okay, if enough people hear your song, if you're able to get 1 million people to hear your song, if half of them like it, that's 500,000. That's 500,000. If 200,000 of them love it, they're going to keep listening to it. Out of 200,000, half of them love it enough to want to buy it. But out of the 100,000 that want to buy it, 80,000 actually buy it. Hey man, that's you finna be all right. But you gotta reach the million. So if you pass out 5,000 flyers, like Mike Cherry said, 800 or 900 of those 5,000 people might actually go to the site. They may actually go and listen to the sampler. They might actually, let me see what this dude. This dude gave me this flyer earlier. Let me see what he talking about. If that generates you 200 or 300 sales, you passed out 5,000 flyers, but that 5,000 somehow translated into 200 sales of your product, and it's $10 a piece. You made $2,000. Ain't no money. It's a start. See? OG salute to my brother Pee Wee Broussard up in this thing, man. Give him his OG salute right now, man. South Park Coalition. Wish we'd have saw you last weekend, Pee Wee. Man, we wish you'd have been there at the SPC reunion. Give my brother his salute right now, man. Thumbs up, peace sign, power fist, whatever you got. Anything that represents love, y'all give it to him right now, man. My brother, one of SPC OGs, man. Shout him out right now. He's up in this thing. The more people that you reach, the better your chances are to translate that total number into sales and revenue. I'm not a marketing master. I'm not a marketing major. I'm speaking on basic fundamental levels just of my trial and error experience. Perfect example. When I come on these lives, it's not a lot of people on here. I see about 59, 60 people on here. But if I tell 60 people that I just dropped a new album, and just say, for example, none of y'all knew. Just say this was a surprise album. I didn't tell anybody I was making this album, and I just say, hey man, guess what? Let's let y'all know. Boom. I got a new album. You know, oh man. Out of the 60 that's on here, what if 20 people go and get it? You can't realistically say, well, everybody's gonna. No, everybody that lay their eyes is not gonna get it. See? Yeah, no question. Pee Wee. I'm gonna talk about the toy figures in a minute. Miami. I'm gonna definitely make that known, and the comic book as well, because the comic book is available for order right now. We're gonna post the site. What Dollar Bill? I saw Dollar Bill in here a second ago. I was running my mouth. What's the site? Put up the website, the comic book, and I'll repost it and I'll reiterate it. Let's do that right now. The comic book is available for pre-order right now. Like right now, it's ready. It's ready to go. It's like pancakes your grandma was making. They ready. They ready to come up off that thing, man. And see, look, is that cephalopod sapien? He said, "What comic book is it?" See, people. A lot of people still don't know. We got a whole K-Rino comic book dropping. The Galactic Quest for the Mystic 10 volumes comic book is ready. Drop the website, Dollar Bill. And y'all can order that like right now. See? Comic book on pre-order right now, Jado. Just waiting on Dollar Bill to send me that website because I don't have it in front of me. Blunnimus Prime this thing. Thinking Man of 1978 says today's people are not fans of any artist, in my opinion. No, that's not true. I disagree with that. There's a lot of people who are diehard to the bone fans of a lot of different artists that they still anticipate and like, man, I can't wait till this guy drops. They got all this stuff, you know, they're gonna support. It's still a lot of people, not just rappers too. I mean, R&B singers, people that got diehard, loyal supporters. And see, Lance Walton, he just summed up the mentality that a lot of us had. He was making a joke. See, he perfectly just summed up the mindset when we're talking about support. He said, it's not Marvel, I can't support it. See, that's a lot. He's joking, y'all, for y'all thinking that, oh man, no, he's just cracking a joke because he's on subject like what we've been talking about this whole live. It's like we look down on something like, oh man, this ain't Marvel, this ain't DC Comics. So why would I support this independent effort? See, we got to get out of that. Make my comic book as big as one of the Marvel DC editions. We can do it. Zen Tip Taylor says, Devin the Dude fan. Yeah, me too. There's a lot of people that are true fans of many artists. That don't change. What's up, Christian? Christian Ibarra up in this thing, man. My guy. See? Our comic book will have, if you want to get the whole package, the whole bundle, it'll be a comic book, a coloring book of the comic book, and with a t-shirt. You get the whole bundle or you can just get the book. Strictly up to you. Waiting on Dollar Bill. If he's still in here, he might have burned off to put that web address on. I'll try to find it real quick. Little support goes a long way, man. A little support goes a long, long way. Try to find that website. Christopher Harris, II up in this thing, man. Appreciate the love. Yeah. We have to be willing to support each other, man. And I ain't making this video just for me. I happen to have a lot of stuff that y'all can support, but this is bigger than what I'm talking about. This is not the purpose of me making this video. I actually saw something else that made me say, you know. Can't give up on each other, man. The real Hungry Joe, they got somebody, they got the fake Hungry Joe. They got somebody that's imitating. I'm just playing. Appreciate you, Pee-wee. Triple X up in the thing, man. Zen Tip, I'm working on the NFT game. I'm trying to learn the NFT game. It's been a process. Unless whatever named brand adheres to top quality and buyer's value. Hey man, it ain't nothing wrong with buying so-called name brand stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you like. That's what you like. I'm just saying, don't look down on up and coming people because they are not already household names and name brand. Everybody has to start somewhere. Go look up any multi-billion-dollar corporation and go check their backstory. Go check their origin stories. See? And you'll see. Dollar bill. Did you put the website up? Dollar bill. What's the website? I think I got it. I'm getting ready to put up the site where y'all can pre-order the comic book right now. Even if you didn't know that we did a comic book, y'all know now. Y'all know now. This is where you can order the comic book. I just posted it. So you can go in there right now, and all of the options are available. There's only one volume right now. And keep in mind, y'all, and some might say this is a marketing strategy. And it is, this is a marketing strategy that's used a lot. It's limited edition. So it's not a situation where you can say, well, man, I'll get it 4 months from now when my income tax comes in. It's limited edition. So when they're gone, they're gone. See? Can y'all see the website? Do y'all see the site I posted? I'm gonna get out y'all way in a minute, man, because your big brother's getting hungry. If you see the website to order the comic book, just say yes. All you got to do is say yes. Cool. I'll make a separate video in a second announcing it. And it's going down. TV made them do it. I like that name. I think Americans should stop supporting any and every business that does their production in other countries. Demand a change that will provide Americans with jobs and American-made products. Well, that's always something that's beneficial to any economy. I look at it from a couple of different levels. I got to bring it to the hood. I think black people should stop supporting any companies that don't stand up against oppression of us as a people. It's just me. Because there are a lot of companies that still support prison industrial complex. They support racist police forces that continue to murder and brutalize our people. A lot of these companies are tied in. I think we should find out those companies. This is me talking, and we should stop supporting them. All right. Try to make sure y'all good on the website before I burn out, man. Jimmy, man, that's all I love, Jimmy. I know you're a real one. Whenever you come, it's much appreciated. Thinking Man says, what I mean by that is because of the oversaturation of music music becomes just noise in the background to a lot of people. People listen to music with, yeah, I understand that. I do. I know where you're coming from. Because what's happening now is we kind of live in that kind of like that cookie cutter type of assembly line type of thing with artists, where a lot of the artists are they're just putting out and producing a lot of artists that sound exactly the same, a certain type. There's a type of artist that's like, we need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And it's basically the same person in different bodies. So the people are becoming more so fans of a particular sound as opposed to being a fan of a particular artist, where the artist usually or should be or traditionally is the one who establishes and creates the sound, their sound. And when they create their sound, then a fan base gravitates towards their sound. So I get what you're saying. We don't really see that anymore, because now, even though a lot of the young people, they have the ability to distinguish between all these different artists that we look at as sounding the same. These young people say, well, no, that's such and such. No, that's him. No, that's him. And maybe it don't even sound the same to them, because we just kind of listen at a glance. But just the follow-up of explanation of what you were saying, I get that. I get it. I get it. Go to the website now and order the new comic book. Shout out to my brother Dollar Bill and AO for putting this together, man. AO did the graphics, the artwork, the drawing, and how he laid all that out, man. And my brother Dollar Bill orchestrated it all, and he produced the track that inspired the book. Already. Gonna give y'all a little more time, man. While I see some of y'all are trying to figure out how to navigate the site. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all have a great day, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Make sure you go and order the comic book right now. Make sure you go get the new K-Rino album, Telekinesis, available in physical form and on all the digital sites as well, man. And I'll catch y'all a little bit later on. Blessings.